Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Taeyon. Welcome back to my long-awaited MPL Philippines Season 17 playoffs prediction video, guys. Playoffs starts tomorrow. I know I was taking a while on uploading the prediction videos, guys, but I have been busy. But I didn't forget to make this video because obviously playoffs is the best time of the year. This is what it all comes down to. This is why we wait 2 months of sometimes boring mid-game play to watch, obviously the exciting parts. Now that it's playoffs, guys, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter who dominated the regular season. It doesn't matter who wasn't that strong in the regular season. If you perform in playoffs, that's all that people will remember. So let's get into it. I'm going to be predicting the whole entire thing. Again, I'm going to try to do this as like objectively as possible, but I'm also trying to look at how everything, because guys, obviously playoffs doesn't always go as we want it to. Sometimes, playoffs has a lot of upsets, and this time around, playoffs is definitely not gonna go how everyone expects it to, because it just wouldn't be MPL Philippines if it was like that. But yeah, let's kick things off with Onic Philippines versus Aurora Gaming. This is the matchup, obviously, of the day on day one. This happens tomorrow. This happens in less than a day, guys. This happens in less than 24 hours by the time I'm recording this. Obviously, as a Aurora fan, I would be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't nervous. This is definitely the most important match of Aurora the whole entire year, guys. Yes, the whole entire year. They won M7, so I'm not going to take that into account. Even if they didn't win M7, this would still be more important because this is a legacy series. This is a legacy defining series for Rora. If Rora don't win this, that M7 win, people are going to look at it as it was a fluke. Even though it wasn't a fluke and Rora were by far the best team in the world, people are going to start saying that. And I don't want to hear those narratives because I think that's bullshit and just disingenuous to how well Aurora played. But Aurora have not been good for 2 months. But as Edward did say that they're gonna try and regain that M7 form back, and if they do, Aurora is the best team in the world. I mean, if they play like they did at M7, no team is stopping them because they will just have perfect micro, macro, and drafts and team fighting. Onic Philippines looks so good this season, guys. It's gonna be very, very difficult for Aurora to beat them, just due to how consistent Onic have been. Their drafts have been better. They've been macro better. Onic has beaten Aurora twice. So everything is leading most people to go with Onic Philippines. But as I said, in the playoffs, dreams are meant to be shattered. And I know this may be like a shock or a hot take, but I think Aurora will win. I think Aurora will win, and I think Aurora will win because of the drafts. I think Master the Basics is gonna have a master class in the drafts. Onyx drafts, listen, the trio mid is everything for this team. Obviously, King Kong, Super Prince, and Brusco. If Aurora is able to neutralize that, Aurora do have better side laners. Edward is better than Kirk, and Domikite is better than Severo. So I think Aurora have a genuine shot in the side laners and in the late game team fights. If Aurora just plays their normal standard drafts, I do think that does triumph Onyx takeoff style drives. I think a lot of the times Onic catches teams off guard with how they play, but Aurora, since they lost, they definitely are improving. And listen, Onic are definitely going to improve, but I think in the 2 weeks off, right, or the 1 week off and a half, I think that time benefited Aurora more because the teams that weren't playing that good are going to get more benefits from the time off, where the teams that are at the top, they're going to want to keep on playing to keep their momentum and their streaks going. So I think Aurora will win 3-2. I think it'll be a banger. I think it'll be very close. Listen, it's a bit of bias, right? It's a bit of copium, but I do think Aurora can beat Onic. As I said, this is one of the most important series for Aurora ever. We cannot lose to Onic Philippines. And the thing is, guys, the storylines are crazy because obviously, if you guys don't know the history between Aurora and Onic Philippines, I mean, this was the season 14 grand finals, won all 7 games. Onic won. Obviously, in the playoffs last year, Onic beat them in the regular season. Aurora have kind of had their number. Obviously, Aurora went on to win the world championship. Onic didn't make the world championship, and now Onic have had their number. Like, there's so much rivalries and so much storylines in this series, so I think it's going to be electric. And I hope Aurora wins. I really do. I think the boys can clutch it out. Next up, we have Omega versus Twisted Minds. Listen, as much as I like Twisted Minds, Omega look way too clean. I think this will be a 3-1. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. because I don't think Twisted Minds is that good, guys. I'm sorry, they're the worst team in the playoffs by far. Omega are a very solid team. Upper brackets, we have Falcons versus Rora and OMG versus Team Liquid. Listen, Falcons versus Aurora, I think this is where Aurora shocks the world again. I think Aurora will beat Falcons 3-2. I think the teams that come for the play-ins are gonna have a real shot at beating the teams in the upper bracket just because they're more warmed up. Falcons are a very solid team, but we've seen Falcons have their slip up. I mean, they're not perfect. They lost to OMG. They tend to have these weird drafts, and I think Aurora can exploit that. I mean, Aurora have taken games off of Falcons, so I think they're gonna be able to do that. Um, Listen again. I genuinely do think that this is possible. The last time they actually played, Aurora lost 2-0. They were just drafting really weird things. Um, Listen, Falcons are a great team, but I think Aurora would win in this scenario, especially coming off of the momentum of beating Onic Philippines. I think that they would get it done. So Aurora in the upper bracket. Then we have Team Liquid Philippines versus OMG. Listen, it's like a big brother versus little brother battle here. I'm gonna go with Team Liquid Philippines. I think that they're too clean, they're too dominant. They do have the best drafts in the world. This team is the most consistent team in the world. They don't really make that much mistakes. They make the least amount of mistakes and they make the most correct plays. I think OMG are gonna get overwhelmed with how good Team Liquid are. 3-1. Upper brackets, Team Liquid versus Rora, and then the lower bracket we have OMG versus Falcons, and this is where the end of the road comes for Omega. As much as I like Omega, and as much as they can beat Falcons, because it's not impossible for them to do it. I mean, heck, they did beat them in the regular season. I think that series Falcons had a lot of weird drafts, and to be honest, I don't think Falcons were as locked in because obviously you don't go into a series against a team that you should theoretically be beaten, thinking that you're just gonna lose. So I think Falcons were a bit too overconfident in that series. But this time around in the playoffs, they're going to be much more disciplined. And Falcons, when they're disciplined, are one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world. Obviously, they beat Team Liquid in the regular season. They've beaten Rora. They've beaten Onic. They look like a genuine powerhouse. So I think Falcons will win this 3-1. I do think Omega will get a game. In the upper bracket finals, guys, we have Rora versus Team Liquid Philippines. And guys, as they say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. Team Liquid have owned us this season. They've beaten us twice, 2 different series. But in playoffs, I think Rora will get it done. Listen, I have so much confidence in this team. Listen, this is my prediction video, guys. If you guys don't like it, you don't have to watch. There's going to be a lot of biases here, but on a real note, I do think Aurora can beat Team Liquid. I mean, they did take a game off of them in the first leg, and Aurora was experimenting. Now, the code for Aurora and the actual genuine truth is in the regular season, they were experimenting a lot. So if Aurora just comes into the playoffs and gets shit on and gets eliminated in the first day, people are going to be like, they were just lying. They were not experimenting. They genuinely just weren't playing that good, and their drafts were weird. But if they come into the playoffs and play like they did at M7, everybody's gonna say, okay, they were experimenting. They were just trying out things. I have so much. I think Master of the Basics is the best coach in the world. He is so intelligent. I think he was saving so much strategies. He was just, bro, when it comes to the playoffs, we've seen this a lot. A lot of teams will like act. I think Aurora are doing it now. I'm not saying that Aurora have not been struggling. They have been struggling. They have not been playing that good. But to be honest, they have been experimenting a lot. So I do think that Master of the Basics will have a plan, especially with the time off. This will really help Aurora. Again, these teams with time off, guys, you're going to see that they're going to be playing much better than they were in the regular season. And I don't think the teams at the top are going to be playing like completely better. I mean, we don't really see that even in dominant runs. Like, bro, season 14 Onic Philippines came into the playoffs. They did look slightly worse. I mean, they were dropping a couple games. Like, let's not forget, guys. In the regular season, they only dropped once. One like Aurora in the regular season that they've dominated, come into the playoffs looking a bit worse. Like teams that come off momentum do tend to play better. So I think Aurora will beat Team Liquid 3-2. I think it'll be a banger, just like it was in season 14 playoffs where Aurora beat them 3-2 in the first round of the playoffs, but now I'm predicting it in the upper bracket finals. So I think Aurora, yes, I know it sounds crazy that they'll be Onic first day, then the Falcons, then Team Liquid in the upper bracket finals. Lower bracket finals, Team Liquid Philippines versus Falcons. I've been thinking about this matchup a lot, right? And a lot of people have been saying on my feed Falcons are gonna win. I saw a lot of the FPL casters predicting them. I think this matchup is actually kind of favored towards Team Liquid, and let me explain to you why. I think in the manner that Team Liquid beats Falcons, it's more dominant in the way that Falcons beats Team Liquid. When Falcons beats Team Liquid, it feels like Team Liquid made a couple of mistakes and Falcons played it really good, like at the turtle fights. But with Team Liquid, when they beat Falcons, it looks like total domination. And I do think that the favor is in Team Liquid's number. I mean, Team Liquid has kind of had Falcons' number for a while. Their drafts are better, and I do think Team Liquid are less prone to having a bad day. I can see Falcons just showing up on the day, not playing well, and get completely smoked. Like there's a genuine chance that this could be a 3-0. But then again, there's a shot that Falcons just comes out and outplays Team Liquid like they did in the regular season in the second time that they played. I think that this is going to be an extremely close battle. I think, listen, I want Falcons to win. I don't like Team Liquid Philippines. I don't want to see them do the three peat, but I have to be objective here, guys. Team Liquid are insane. I do think they are better than Falcons. I do think that they have been the best team in the world this whole season, and they deserve to make the finals. Even though I don't like them, Team Liquid have to make the finals. I mean, if Team Liquid don't make the finals, I think that would be a massive failure and a disappointment for this team because it would have been back-to-back tournaments where they underperformed. Obviously, they underperformed at the World Championship, getting fourth. They were expected to win it for many people. And if they don't win MPL with the season that they've had, or if they don't make the finals, that'll be even more embarrassing. Serious conversations will have to be had about the roster decisions and the coaches. I'm gonna go, man, this is so difficult. I'm gonna go 4-3 Falcons. With all that being said, I think Falcons will beat Team Liquid Philippines in the lower bracket finals. I just think this is the season of Falcons, guys. The drafts are may not be as good as Team Liquid, but I do think stylistically, Falcons is the best team for Team Liquid Philippines. They have similar play styles, and I do think that there's massive gaps. There's massive gaps in the side lanes. Again, guys, when it comes to these teams, the mid trio are relatively around the same. I think they'll be pretty even. But bro, Super Marco is way better than this Severo. And Flap TZ is better than Kirk. I have more confidence that they'll be able to clutch it up. Again, Onic can easily come out. Not Onic, sorry. Onic, what the hell am I talking about? Onic are eliminated. Team Liquid can easily come out. Bro, I was thinking about Onic for some reason. Sorry, guys. I just fucking blacked out. I do think Super Marco is better than every single gold laner in the Philippines, but Sanford is better than Flap TZ. That's what I meant to say. If you go roll by roll, it's pretty even, but I do think Falcons have a genuine shot at beating Team Liquid, and I do think that they'll want it more, so they will play better. And then in the grand finals, we have Falcons versus Aurora, which I think no matter what, this will be an amazing finals. It'll be the first time ever that they play in a grand finals. Pretty much AP Brand versus Blacklist. What will happen? I think Rora wins their first ever MPL, guys. Listen, I think Aurora, they've had a shaky season, but we've seen it. When they need to lock in, they do lock in. I mean, look at M7, look at the regular season from season 16. They lost the first game and then they had an incredible run all the way to the finals. At M7, they lost the first game and then they won everything. Like this team does tend to start off slow, but once they pick up pace, they are genuinely the most terrifying team in the world. I trust the coaching staff. I trust everything about this team. I think they get it done. 4-2. I think Aurora will have a really, really good playoffs. And the two teams that will be representing us at Paris, or not us. I'm saying us like I'm on the teams. At Paris at EWC will be Falcons and Aurora Gamer, which will be really, really cool. Like most people will probably have Onic or and Team Liquid, but I have Falcons and Aurora. So yeah, those are my prediction videos, guys. Let me know down in the comment section who you guys got. Crazy predictions. I know a lot of upsets, a lot of crazy shit. But this could happen. Like genuinely, there's like 4+ teams that could win it all. So let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.